Hello class 10 children. So welcome to today's online class. Today I have come with a new chapter and today's chapter name is reflection. So let us learn this chapter children. So first of all we should know what is the definition of reflection. So here I have a definition. Reflection: when an object is placed in front of a plane mirror, its image is formed at the same distance behind the mirror. This is called reflection. As per physics, the definition is different. In physics we say reflection means when a ray of light travels from a medium, it goes and strikes a reflecting surface and then bounces back to the same medium. This is the definition of reflection as per physics. But as per this chapter, reflection means when you stand in front of a plane mirror, then your image is formed behind the plane mirror and the distance is same, the distance at which you stand in front of the plane mirror, the image of the object also is formed at the same distance behind the mirror. So this is called reflection. So now few important formulas we have to learn in this chapter. Now reflection of a point in x-axis. So in a coordinate geometry we have x-axis and y-axis. So whenever there is any reflection in the x-axis, reflection of a point in x-axis at y equal to 0. Now y equal to 0 means y equal to 0 and x-axis both are same, because in x-axis the value of y is 0. That's why it is also called x-axis or y equal to 0. Let me just explain you with a diagram. Suppose in coordinate geometry what happens, this is y dash, this is y-axis and this is x dash x. So what happens, in x-axis the value of y is 0. Suppose this is 1 2 3 4, then this is called 1 comma 0. This is called 1 comma 0. So what do you see here? In this axis, x-axis, the value of y is 0. That's why reflection in the x-axis and y equal to 0, the meaning is same. So now children, I will teach you the formula of reflection in the x-axis. So the reflection of a point or the coordinate x comma y in x-axis is x comma minus y. Suppose you think a point or a coordinate whose value is x comma y and you have to reflect this x comma y in the x-axis, then what will happen? Here the value of y will change. X will remain same but the value of y will become minus y. So meaning of this is the first one, that is called abscissa. The first point is called abscissa, the second point is called ordinate. So the ordinate will change but the abscissa will be same. Like for one example I have here, you have a point named 3 comma 3. So when this 3 comma 3 will reflect in x-axis, x-axis also is called y equal to 0. In exam either x-axis will come or it will come y equal to 0. Both will not come, but meaning is same. Then what is happening? 3 comma 3 became 3 minus 3, because just now I told the second value, the value of ordinate will change. So plus 3 is plus 3 only, but this plus 3 has become minus 3. Another example, 2 comma minus 5. So as you know, the first one doesn't change, so 2 will be 2 only, but second changes. Like plus 3 became minus 3, similarly minus 5 will become plus 5. So what is the conclusion? Reflection in the x-axis means the second value, that is the value of ordinate changes, but the first value, that is the value of abscissa, doesn't change. Come to the second formula. Reflection of a point in y-axis. Y-axis also is called x equal to 0. That means in y-axis the value of x is always 0. So y-axis and x equal to 0, meaning is same. So I have a sentence here. The reflection of a point or a coordinate, that is x comma y, in the y axis is minus x comma y. So here name of the point is x comma y, and when it is reflecting in y axis, its value becomes minus x comma y. That means the first value changes, the second value doesn't change. The first value plus became minus, but the second value is unchanged. For example, 3 comma 3, so you know first value will change, so this plus 3 will become minus 3, and this second 3 will be same. That means it happened in y axis, that is x equal to 0. Second one, the same example I took, but the formula will be different, like plus 2 comma minus 5. As you know, the second doesn't change, second minus 5 will be minus 5, but the first changes, plus 2 will become minus 2. So it happens in the y axis or x equal to 0. Let us come to the third formula, reflection of a point in the origin. In the origin means the center of x axis and y axis. Suppose I have a graph work x, this is y, y dash, this is x, this is x dash. So this middle point is called origin. Origin, that means the reflection is taking place in the origin. Now in the origin means if a point is here, this point will jump the origin and come here, and if there is a point here, this will jump and come this side. This kind of reflection is called reflection in the origin. And what is the meaning of x axis? Suppose if a point is here, x axis means this will jump x axis and come here, and y axis means suppose there is a point here, it will jump y axis and come here. So this kind of reflection is called reflection in the x axis, reflection in the y axis, and reflection in the origin. Now come to the origin. The reflection of a point coordinate x comma y in the origin is minus x comma minus y. Now meaning of this is both will change, plus x became minus x, plus y became minus y. So in the origin both the value changes. Now for example 3 comma 3 will become minus 3 comma minus 3, because both will change in the origin. Next 2 comma minus 5, now both will change. Now plus 2 will become minus 2 and minus 5 will become plus 5, just opposite. That means every point abscissa as well as ordinate, both of them change in the origin. This is the reflection in the origin. So children, you might be saying what all this type of formula we could not understand, but when I will apply this formula in a question, in an exercise work, then you will understand this formula and it's very easy to apply. So you first learn these formulas, and then when we apply, everything will be clear to you. Thank you children.
So children, we have learned the formula of this chapter, reflection. Now let us discuss some of the important questions of this chapter. So I have a question here children. Use a graph paper to answer the following question. So as you know, this is my graph paper, so I'm going to solve this question in the graph paper. So here I have a question. Plot the point A, that is minus 4 comma 2, and B 2 comma 4. So point A and B and its coordinates have been given, so we have to plot it in the graph paper. So to plot these 2 points, first of all what we will do children, we will make 2 lines in the graph paper. We will draw 2 lines at the middle of the graph paper, and you can see the size of the graph paper is A4 size. So you should purchase such type of graph paper to solve these questions. So the middle portion, this is x dash, that is x axis, and this this vertical line is y axis, that is y dash. So here these are positive parts, 1 2 3 4 5 that way, and here this is negative part, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5. This is positive part of y axis, 1 2 3 4 5, and this is negative part of y axis, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5. Now you might be asking, sir, why you took only up to minus 5, not y minus 6 or plus 6? The reason behind this is, you can check the question here, the highest value in this question is minus 4, and here also y axis is plus 4. So when you compare these two questions, then the highest is -4 and +4, so I took one line extra. So for 4 I took 5 and for -4 I took -5. So that way I have taken. Now I have to plot point A -4, 2. So my -4, 2 will be here, children. -4 of x-axis and +2 of y-axis. First is my x-axis, second is y-axis. So -4 and +2, they meet at this point. So this is A -4, 2. So plotting of A is over. And now plotting of B. Plotting of B is 2, 4. So 2 is of x, so 2 is here, and then 4 of y. 4 of y is here. So 2 of x, 4 of y. They will meet at this point, and its name is B 2, 4. Now first question we have done. Now second, A dash is the image of A when reflected in the y-axis. Plot it on the graph paper and write the coordinate of A dash. So you have to make A as A dash. So A will become A dash, but it should be reflected in the y-axis. Now children, number 2 formula which I have taught you in this video, reflection in the y-axis. Reflection in the y-axis, what happens? The first value changes. X, y becomes -x, y. That is here 3, 3. Only this first 3 will change. +3 became -3. Second value doesn't change. Here also this +2 will change to -2. -5 is same. So same thing. A will be reflected in y-axis and will become A dash. So only first value will change. That means -4 will become +4. So my result will be 4, 2. So you can see 4, 2 is here. So A has become A dash and it has become 4, 2. So 4, 2, how it is plotted? 4 comes here and 2 is here. So this 2 will come here and 4 will go here. So A became A dash and A became A dash and it became 4, 2. So you can see A has been reflected in the y-axis. You see this is y-axis and A has jumped the y-axis. That means A became A dash and -4, 2 became 4, 2. So this was the demand of the second one. So second one demand we have completed, and the request is to write the coordinate of A dash. So here I wrote the coordinate of A dash will be 4, 2. The first value has changed because -4, 2 became +4, 2. Next, number 3. B dash is the image of B when reflected in the line A dash. Write the coordinates of B dash. This is a different thing. Apart from the formula, it is a very different thing. And now B dash will be reflected from B. So B will become B dash. But how to reflect? It should be reflected in A dash. That means first of all what you do, A is here, A dash is here. So you make an imaginary line. So now this B will jump this A dash. So when it jumps A dash from B to B dash, what will happen now? You have to first check. It is 1 unit, 2 unit up. So it will also come 2 unit down. So a point 2 unit up from A dash will come down 2 unit down. So when it will come 2 unit down, the point will be here. And the name of this point is 2, 0 because x is 2 and this is 0. So this is called 2, 0 and its name is B dash. So this reflection was not taught in the formula, but it is a new type of formula here. So B became B dash, but when it was reflected in the line A dash. So A dash reflected B, B came here and became B dash. Next one is write the geometric name of the figure A, B, A dash, B dash. So now you will join all the lines. You will join A to B, B to A dash, and A dash to B dash, and finally B dash to A. So first you join from A to B. Okay, where is A? A is here. Then A to B. So this line is joined. Next, B to A dash. So from B you join to A dash. Next, from A dash to B dash. So from A dash it will join here. Okay, so it started from here, came here, now it is here. And last one, you have to understand automatically, it will join from B dash to A, for last and first. So B dash to A. So finally line has been joined and the geometrical figure has been formed. Now write the geometrical name of the figure. So its name, you can see it is just like a kite. So I wrote here the geometrical name of the figure A, B, A dash, B dash is kite. So number 4 is over. Now number 5, name the line of symmetry of the figure form. Now line of symmetry means you have to write the name of the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry means a figure has been formed. Its name is kite. So there is a line which divides this figure equally into two halves. So I can say A dash. This particular line divides this figure equally into two halves. You can see the upper portion and the lower portion, they look same, and I can say they are equally two halves, the upper portion and lower. So who is doing this? This A dash is doing this. So I can say A dash is the line of symmetry. So the line of symmetry of the figure is A dash. So that way, where it was requested to plot, I plotted. Where it was requested to do the reflection, I reflected. Then it was requested to name the geometrical figure, then I joined the line. Line of symmetry asked, I named it, and the name of the coordinates which was asked, I wrote it here. So that way you have to do, children. I hope you understood. Thank you, children.